If you're new to Deception Bytes, hit the like and subscribe button and be sure to hit the bell to be notified of future videos. If you wish to support the channel, the links are in the description below. Now, fasten your seatbelt. Here we go. Okay guys, I'm back and it is February 24th, Sunday, and it's 9:32 p.m. Eastern Time. Well, I went out and looked at the posts from today from Q, and there's only 3, so I am going to go ahead and record the 3 that we have. Now, the night's still young and Q could still post tonight, and if he does, I will bring those to you tomorrow, but at least we will be caught up at this point because I'm sure that there'll be more posts tomorrow, and if not, there is so much Q related news that it's getting ridiculous. I need to do a Q related news to kind of catch up because there's just so much happening. Anyway, let's get to it. Okay, now the first, let me go down here because I'm not in the right place. Okay, now this is the first one, and it says, they never thought crooked Hillary would lose. So many disastrous mistakes made. Returning power to the people. Q plus. And we know when we hear from Q plus that it is POTUS aboard Air Force One. So isn't this cool that we know for a fact, because of Q, that we are literally reading the words of POTUS, and it's to us because there's, of course, it's not just to us. I mean, a lot of people around the world look at this board, but I just think it's interesting because it's kind of like a little secret message. But I think this is pretty self-explanatory, and I don't think that we need to expound on that too much. Q is POTUS is returning power to the people, and for that we love him. Now this is the next one, and very interesting. Very interesting. I've never been a fan of Bill Maher. Never. There's something about him that I find very, very creepy. So I found it interesting when all this stuff started coming out about him, because you know, it goes along with the feeling that I've always had about him. And I don't know why, but I'm just really extra sensitive about things like that. And I will say that. I'll say, you know, this person, I don't feel good about them or whatever. And then it'll turn out that something will come out about them. So anyway, it was just confirmation that I was right. I was on the right track. But anyway, here he is. And this is interesting. Not sure who put this together, whether it was, hang on here, maybe it says, well, it wasn't an anon, so I'm not exactly sure where Q found this, but it says those who are the loudest, Q. Now, definitely Bill Maher is one of the loudest, yeah, to say the very least, and the most annoying, but I digress. Okay, look at this, Kid Love Productions. I think I can make this a little bigger. Nope. IMDbPro.com offers expanded company and employee contact details for over 62,000 companies in the entertainment industry, as well as representation listing for over 140,000 individuals, including actors, directors, and producers. So, more information for this company is available, and Kid Love Productions, of course, is Bill Maher's company. That's an odd name, isn't it? Kid Love. I mean, yeah, there are people that love kids, and then there's people that love kids. So I think he's one of the ones that, you know, love kids. Anyway, and here are some of his, this production company. These are the films. Number 1, Bill Maher, I'm Swiss. Real Time with Bill Maher, 2003. Bill Maher, Be More Cynical. I don't think he needs to be any more cynical, to tell you the truth. I think that he's off the charts with being cynical. But anyway, and then we have this over here. But with Deborah LaFay screwing her 14-year-old boy student, the crime is that we didn't get it on videotape. Was he being taken advantage of? I wish I had been taken advantage of like that. What a memory she gave him, Bill Maher. Yeah, he was like 14 years old. And this was a teacher entrusted to teach him, and it's unbelievable. it is it's abuse. It really is abuse. And yet he's saying, yeah, I mean, he's making light of it and saying, oh, the only crime was that we didn't get it on videotape. That's really sick. Really, really sick. Now, this one down here. The worst they said he, Michael Jackson, did was a little grabby under the covers. If I could go back and trade that experience, being beat up at the age of 12 for being gently masturbated by a pop star, I would do it in a New York second. Wow. Really making light of the abuse these children suffered. Now, I don't know about Michael Jackson. I don't know. I've heard both ways, and I don't want to get into it. I don't know. But anyway, this is reprehensible, what he said. Now, she is in jail because she is in love. That's how I view it. And talking about Deborah Lefebvre, the one that had an affair and became pregnant by her 14-year-old boy student lover. Mahar said this about a Seattle school teacher convicted of having sex with this is a different one, with a 12-year-old student and getting pregnant by him. Okay, well, he was 12 here. If it's the same one, Lefebvre, I'm not sure, because there's been a whole rash of teachers sleeping with students, which is really rather revolting, because you're entrusted with their care and to teach them, and not teach them that. Anyway, so yeah. So Mahar said this about a Seattle school teacher convicted of having sex with a 12-year-old student and getting pregnant. She is in jail because she's in love. That's how I view it. So evidently, there's no problem as far as he's concerned with having, doing whatever with children. I'm careful about my words sometimes, not because I'm afraid of offending, because that's not the case. I mean, but it's more that I'm afraid of being censored by, the censor police. You know who they are. Okay, now let's go back. And so Q rightfully says, those who are the loudest, Q. Well, I'd say he's pretty darn loud. He's about as loud as they get. Now, this is the last one for tonight, and that's not necessarily saying that he's not going to post more, but it's 9:39, so he's got about an hour and 20 minutes to post. Actually 2 hours and 20 minutes to post, so he may. Actually, he could post a whole rash of things in that amount of time, but this will bring us up to date as of now at 9:39 p.m., and I will check tomorrow, and if there is more posting from tonight, then I will do another video tomorrow and include that. All right, so here is this one, Donald Trump. It is he is referencing a tweet by Donald Trump. I have instructed Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, and he fully agrees not to allow Hoda Muthana back into the country. Now, this is really good news. And, well, it's going to be self-explanatory because I'm going to go out. Now, Q didn't provide this, but I found this little clip of Mike Pompeo talking about this very thing where he makes really good sense. So, ask yourself a simple question. Should a woman who travels to Syria to support and encourage jihad against the West deserve to live? And then he puts ... I think it's supposed to be live in America, but he just says deserves to live. Ask yourself a simple question. If brainwashed by ISIS terrorists, her husband and other close proximity fighters, could this same woman be tasked and trained to carry out a terrorist attack upon return? Well, naturally, yes, because she was so-called, or she claims she was brainwashed once into, and I do believe that, I don't know if she personally killed anybody, but she was definitely around men, her husband, that did. And so if she was brainwashed once, couldn't she be brainwashed again to come back and carry out attacks? Because that was the whole idea in them recruiting people from the West. They wanted them to go, train, come back. So, yeah, I mean, everybody's dissing on Donald Trump and Mike Pompeo and saying, oh, they should let her in. This is so cruel. She was born in the U.S. Well, He's Americans first, right? And he's putting our safety at first. No, knowing that they recruited here for people to go over, train, and come back here to carry out the attacks, why would you allow somebody back in the country? Oh, I changed my mind. I want to come back. I'm not ISIS anymore. I don't want to do jihad. I just want to come and, be good and work at a job and, be American. I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a minute. Okay, let's go take a look here. All right, now, Secretary Mike Pompeo on Hoda Mathana. She's a non-citizen terrorist. She has no legal basis for her claim of U.S. citizenship. She is not a U.S. citizen, and she's not coming back. It's as simple as all that, but let's listen to Mike Pompeo.
Young woman who left the United States 4 years ago to join ISIS, says that she wants to return here to face justice. You have said she's not an American citizen. She will not be allowed in. She was born in the United States. She did have a U.S. passport. And in the past, other ISIS fighters, men who we have captured, have been brought back here to face justice. Look, nobody has any sympathy for Hoda Mathana, but I guess the question is, why is her case different? Why not allow her to come back in if she was born in the U.S. and has a passport and face justice here?
She's a non-citizen terrorist. She has no legal basis for a claim of U.S. citizenship. She's not coming back to the United States to create the risk that someday she'd return to the battlefield and continue to put at risk American people, American kids, American boys and girls that were sent to help defeat ISIS. She put them at risk. She's not a U.S. citizen. She's not coming back.
Even though she was born in the U.S.? Is the issue, I'm just trying to understand the issue. Is the issue that her father was a diplomat at the time? Because they say he had stopped being a diplomat before she was born.
So there's litigation ongoing. Here's what I can tell you. We have a strong legal basis for our claim that she's not the citizen and she's not coming back.
It doesn't get any clearer than that. And you know what? I like this guy. He's just like, bottom line, not coming back. She's not coming back. I like it. I think that we need to take this hard line to protect American lives. And I think that they're doing the right thing. That's how I feel. Let me know in the comments below how you feel. Should she be allowed back in? Do you believe that she's reformed? That she's changed? I don't know. You guys tell me. Let me know in the comments below. This was a very, very short video. In fact, it's almost embarrassingly short. But you know what? There's only 3 posts. So what can I do? I can't make up posts. I mean, I could. I could make up some really good posts. Well, I could. But anyway, there you go. That's it for tonight. And I will catch up with you guys tomorrow. I will either be doing a Q-related news or I'll be doing more Q drops, and I have a feeling that there will be lots more drops coming because things are starting to happen very quickly and there's just voluminous amounts of material to go through. So yeah, I do want to get caught up on some of the news because I think that there's some things happening that haven't been touched on in the drops that are important for us to know. And so hopefully I'll have a chance tomorrow, even if there are Q drops, to do a Q-related news as well. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you all. I enjoy spending time with you. And that's it. Have a good night's sleep. Stay safe, stay well, stay warm. If you're in an area experiencing the winter storm, stay warm, stay safe, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good night.